edition of Split Decision MMA, your podcast, broadcast everywhere that you get podcast.
Or broadcast.
Whatever you get, that's where we're at. And I'm not going to tell you where to find us because you're watching, so you know where you're at. We are brought to you by Dependable Solutions. If you'd like to save up to 60% on your credit card business, get a hold of Dependable Solutions. Or if you want some serious balance, get yourself strong board balance at strongboardbalance.com. And
what's going on, like 3 months now? No.
That you've been standing on? No, you fell the other day.
Yeah, that was
so
hilarious.
we had to put your sign back to 0.
Oh, I was doing so well.
0 days without falling off the strong board.
You need to put one of those strong boards on top of a hoverboard.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then see.
I think the hoverboard has to go on top of the strong board, though.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think that's how that works.
Can you do your strong board on your balance wood thing?
I'm going to try that. If I don't show up next week, you'll know why, but I'm going to try that.
Just let you know, I do drywall. I do drywall. I can help you. Tape and texture. I'm pretty good.
That'd be pretty crazy.
If you went through your wall, it would be hilarious. I would really recommend that you go
videotape it.
Yeah. Anyway, from my MMA news,
live stream it, be like, he's still sitting there.
Let's jump into the stories from mymmanews.com. You could be you know what you look like is one of those fathead stickers.
Yeah.
It's like Brandon action sticker. No, that's Brandon action figure in the wall. Yeah.
UFC is going to Russia, even after Dana White said, yeah, we're probably not going to Russia.
Don't collude. Don't collude. If he said we're not going to Russia, I told you it's 80-20.
UFC Fight Night Russia will be going down September 15th. You can get tickets on sale June 1st. So, I mean, obviously we're seeing a sharp increase in popularity, especially due to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Excuse me.
Okay, I thought we saw some of the lowest numbers. Which way? I don't know which way to go with this.
It's been a key part of their expansion anyway. I mean, they're trying to get into every country in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not surprising, especially with Khabib.
Yeah, we had a big China deal fall through, right?
Yeah.
We were trying to.
Do you think they would... I don't think they would put Khabib on a fight pass, or not a fight pass, excuse me, a fight night card. But I'm sure he'll definitely be there in the crowd, like pointing. They always do that when they have the locals there.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. If they're going straight for... If they're going to throw money at a viewer grab, why not pay him a shitload of money and put him on a fight card?
Because he's the champ. You're going to have the champ fight on live TV. They've done it before. I'm not saying they haven't. They've done it back in the day. Remember Anderson Silva fought on free TV, but that was because Dana White was punishing him.
Right. But I mean, if you have some other way to make the money other than the pay-per-view, which I'm telling you, with all these new people involved, there's going to be different avenues of money.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Because, look, they don't have pay-per-view NASCAR.
No, they do not.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if anybody would pay for pay-per-view NASCAR.
I think they would.
No, I think you know what I would do if I had pay-per-view NASCAR? Fast forward to the end and see who fucking wins.
You can't.
Otherwise, it's 400 laps of nothing.
But that's you. You're not. You know what I mean? That's like, seriously, you got guys who go watch MMA. It's like, look at these two queer wrestling around.
Rubbing each other on the ground.
But still, that's our cup of tea. So what? Get back up in the mountain.
I'm getting kind of hot.
Getting kind of hot.
Speaking some more Eastern Bloc countries here, Carolina Kowalkiewics from Poland says she will not be suing Conor McGregor.
Of course not. You see this picture? He's like, hey, I got some money in the car. I'll give it to you if you don't sue me.
In an interview, she said, I think when he realized what happened, he felt remorse. He wrote me by himself and apologized.
Please don't sue me.
I don't know if that was honest or if just he was afraid of a lawsuit, but I'm not going to sue anyone. Happily, I didn't get hurt. I'm joking because I grew up in Lodz and I've seen worse things. Obviously, we know Conor McGregor is currently facing 2 misdemeanor assault charges, 1 felony property damage charge, and several lawsuits from fighters here involved. But he doesn't have to worry about Carolina. She says that she is not going to sue him for throwing a dolly at the bus she was in and possibly injuring other
85
people.
85 to go.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see more fighters drop out of this?
Do I believe that he's going to go around financially trying to squash any lawsuits? Yes. Yes.
Who else should we expect an apology to?
I expect financial reimbursement to multiple people before it is taken to a lawsuit.
All right. I couldn't.
The apologies written on the back of a 10 grand check or something.
Yeah.
It's
I am sorry.
Yeah.
Don't
for
cash this until the 5th.
For 500,000 sorries.
Into the order of sorry.
Yeah. And it's a cash deal. Like when you sell a car to a buddy, it's like, what do you write on the tag? Oh, it was $100. Yeah. That's $5 grand, bitch. $100.
UFC 225 going down in Chicago. Obviously, we announced this a while back, but CM Punk will be fighting. Who is that? Mark Jackson? Mike Jackson, excuse me. Mike Jackson, UFC 225. CM Punk is a Chicago native.
So
and a
sad that you got to be like, hey, but CM Punk. It's like, fuck.
He is a big draw, and a lot of people were upset that he was being put on the main card on pay-per-view and not as a prelim card. He's been getting a lot of criticism on Twitter. Of course, CM Punk himself says, look, man, I understand it, too. If it was up to me, I'd be the first fight on Fight Pass. It does not matter to me. Fans seem to like to be outraged by stuff that doesn't matter. Mark Coleman did show him a little support and said, sometimes you have to make exception. It's called money. I'm excited for this fight. I wish him the best, and I understand. And CM Punk says he appreciates the support from Mr. Mark
do
Coleman.
your thing. Oh, yeah.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, we've talked about this before. A lot of people are upset.
Everybody knows why I'm mad. I'm mad because he just gets the opportunity out of thin air, and there's a lot of people that really put hard work into getting into the sport.
But we do have to say he is an opportunity out of thin air that is money.
No, I get
Brock Lesnar got the same opportunity when he came over.
Brandon, come on.
You got to get that cross-reference,
Why
man.
haven't you touched the salty dog?
We got it. We got
The
to
only thing between you and the salty dog, Brandon, is money. What's it cost for the salty dog? 25 grand? 50 grand? See? Can't say everything's for money.
Not everything. Chuck Liddell recently went on the MMA Hour.
You do it for 100.
Josh would do it for a Happy Meal. Chicken nuggets.
Chuck Liddell recently went on the MMA Hour and said he is officially unretired. He is back. And he says he is all but...
Hey, want to see my shock face?
He is all but... You kind of look like...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I told you. And he's coming for Tito.
He says he's guaranteed he's guaranteed fight. He's coming for Tito. However,
I'm out of retirement, ready to die.
he says that it is not hinging
Chuck, come
on,
over here.
on
Over
the
here,
Tito fight. It's not hinging on the Tito fight. He will fight regardless if it's Tito or not.
Irregardlessly, he will fight. How many Z's in chicken?
He says he's never stopped missing it. He has missed it. He will fight again. Didn't stop there. He said he would like to have 2 fights, and then he wants a shot at John Jones. Which will probably never happen because obviously the UFC does not want him fighting.
Like what one of the ones that Jones responded. Sorry,
He says
got a problem till 2019.
He does. He says, old Chuck has been calling me out for years. I get it. I hold pretty much every record in the division. I normally try to respect my elders, but if you want to come and get it, I'd literally fly you out to Albuquerque this weekend.
Blah blah blah.
He then said, if you want to test the strength of that jaw before you take a bite and you can't chew. And then he did say, in all seriousness, Chuck, I appreciate your offer for a fight, but due to scheduling conflicts, I may not be able to fill it until 2019. In the upcoming months, though, I might have other lethal opponents that are going to be calling me out, Ric Flair and George Foreman.
Woo! Let's make a burger.
Yeah, so what do you think? Chuck Liddell calls out John Jones. I mean, he's been, again, I will give it to John Jones. He has been calling him out for quite a while. But Chuck's saying he only needs 2 fights as a warm-up.
I don't know.
This is like old. This is old school MMA.
Does he have 3 more fights in him now?
This is definitely old school MMA style. Man, you just give me 2 warm-up fights, and I'll be ready for the belt. Like, I'll be ready. No?
Like I said, I knew he was coming back. We all agree he should not.
Is he coming back? Just because he goes, I'm coming back,
Yeah.
does not mean he's back yet.
He'll find an outlet to do what he wants
Golden
to
Boy
do.
MMA, apparently.
Yeah.
And then, even then, you still have Oscar De La Hoya saying, I'm working on a deal. It's in the works. We're gonna make something happen. Anybody else? Besides Tito, who's he gonna fight?
Oh, there's
Herschel Walker?
It doesn't matter. There's people up and down the California coast, and I'm
Who
sure
are gonna want to fight Chuck Liddell?
Yeah.
And who? I don't know, man.
We got a guy here, Ron Monahan, who literally would fight Chuck Liddell. Tell me he wouldn't. I'm going to tag him in this post. Ron, if you went and got Ron Monahan, he's a big biker MMA fighter. I think he's got 3 amateur fights. He's a heavyweight fighter. I guarantee we're like, you want Chuck Liddell tomorrow? Yep. and then really, like, I mean, just in this valley, I bet you we have 10 or 11 guys that would get in there to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody would sanction it. And
that's what I keep saying.
But then
like,
again,
that
I mean,
until I see it actually happening, he can keep saying, "I'm out of retirement."
What can we get done in Lemoore?
Fighting.
You could get Chuck Liddell to fight, let's say, a kangaroo at Lemoore, right? Or Chuck Chansey. Could you? Tell me I'm wrong.
We'll see. We'll see.
Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, where we live in Northern California, I know that a lot of people don't understand this, but
I think Rich should call him out. Just saying,
but
Rich.
I'm serious. From
Rich,
San Francisco
you could drop down to
Santa Clara. You
again.
can get whatever you want with, like we said, an amount of money and the right governing board. Will the kangaroo have the same gloves? Okay.
Okay.
But he's also gonna have gloves on his feet. I think Rich
the
Trias,
tail.
drop down to cruiserweight, call out Chuck. Let's make it happen.
I think Rich Trias should fight a kangaroo. You're watching, Rich.
A lot of Twitter beef going down this past week. The first we'll start with Henry
Sounds
Cejudo.
good. Is that a number 9?
Yeah.
Twitter beef?
You want the Twitter beef in, right?
He called out Mighty Mouse. He said, at Mighty Mouse with a hammer and a smash mouth. He said he had the lowest pay-per-view in UFC history, had the lowest title fight gate, has been playing video games all day, hasn't fought for 8 months. He's a great fighter, but nobody cares to watch him, and I will kill this mouse. Put it up in tags. Mick Maynard, the matchmaker, and Dana White. I love DJ's response
You
was, yeah, I
already
clocked all those
lost.
hours in gaming and still worked your ass.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
And he even, right, for the first round, he was like, okay, we're going to play a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then second round, he's like, okay, we're done. And he finished it.
He says, I was told that DJ overplayed his hand. They asked him to fight me in August, and he said no, and now he's trying to get on again because he knows he can't sell his own pay-per-view and wants to make the monies off of the others.
Demetrius Johnson is making money outside of the UFC.
Yep, and what I thought was really interesting, Dana White recently put up a Twitter picture that he's going to be on Twitch, and he will play anybody that can log in, and you can fight Dana White. He's challenging fans to fight him in the new UFC game on Twitch. And somebody thought, oh, that's really interesting. All of a sudden, you're promoting Twitch and this interaction, but DJ's had a Twitch channel now for years,
Right.
and not once has the UFC or Dana White promoted it.
No, because again, it's all financials, and they're like, "How's he making money doing what he's doing?" You know, there are millions of parents who don't even know that they're paying Demetrius Johnson for their kids to log on and watch.
Joey.
Am I serious? Serious. And think, even if it, okay, so let's say 30 million kids, right, are sneaking in, charging $1 for little stuff a month, and no one's even catching that.
Yeah.
30 million a month, man. And then you got the people who live in their mom's basement paying for like gold, you know. They're paying $7 a month or whatever. I don't even know what a gold account goes for.
Further, some Twitter beef we have earlier this week, according to Marco Raimondi of MMA Fighting. Sacramento Sheriff's Department is currently investigating an alleged incident between Nate Diaz and Clay Guida. Apparently, this happened at Combate Americanas.
Don't forget Tyler Diamond got slapped too.
Well, we're working on that part.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
the whole thing.
I just don't want to make sure Tyler Diamond don't get
Fucking
Thunder. I know. Now it's over. Do you want to read it?
T-DZ.
Do you want to
They
read
fucking
it?
slapped
Go to
T-DZ.
the next
Apparently, this happened at the McClellan Conference Center here in California.
someone got slapped?
According to Tyler Diamond, who put up this Twitter, he said that Nate Diaz just pushed Clay Guida from behind. I ended up in the middle, and he slapped me while his little entourage surrounded me, 209 bitches. And then he put up another picture that said Nate Diaz, he slapped like a bitch.
That offended me.
He also then said,
Don't call out the 209.
everyone was saying, I'm trying to picture how you ended up in the middle and got slapped. If he was pushing him from behind, can we get a drawing or like a video
Yeah.
of something?
Yeah,
the
don't get
video
all
of the
mad.
scuffle, by the way, I can't tell who's who. I can't see shit. And then Tyler Diamond says, well, I was talking face to face with Clay. He got pushed. I saw Nate about 10 other dudes. I stepped in, put my arms out, trying to de-escalate, and he slapped me while his groupies rabbit punched me.
Hey, area code to area code, the 916 needs to know their place.
Is that when you go down an escalator? Is that de-escalating?
De-escalating, yeah.
No, that's the actual thing you're on.
Oh, shit.
Hey, this is the escalator. Hello?
Clay Guida has been trying... Clay Guida has been trying to get a fight with Nate Diaz now for a while. He does have a win over him back at UFC 94.
What, win?
UFC 94.
Win?
We're at 225. He is currently... Clay Guida is...
remembers?
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Clay's currently scheduled to fight Bobby Green at UFC 225 coming up here in June. Like I said, I watched the whole little video. I think we can put up a link of it. It's really hard to tell what the hell's going on. But yeah, so and then Tyler Diamond.
It looks like the Khabib one. It looks like the sandwich shop. It looks like the nacho shop down on Miracle Mile in Stockton. It looks like something
And then
that
Tyler
happened
Diamond says he wants to call out Nate Diaz, and I'm like, who? Who are you?
He is If you check into NorCal MMA weekly, him and Dave he's on the Tough right now.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I like that hashtag because if you add an exclamation point, it's positive.
Oh,
Do it on, bitches!
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to read them like we read them. That's pound 14, pound 15. Like the Me Too, pound Me Too.
Last little bit of Twitter brief before we wrap it up there. We have Angela Hill not very happy with the rankings.
Let's offend everyone today.
She said, this is a big slap in the face. I fought top competition, even beat number 14. I was finally graced at number 15 in the rankings just to get bumped by a fucking flyweight. And what she's talking about is the new rankings.
Okay, my only disagreement is she's mad at the fighter who, like, the fighter.
Someone has mentioned that to her.
The fighter didn't go up and was like, hey, can you guys change my
what
rankings?
she is upset about is the rankings top 15. She was right here at number 15. And now Mackenzie Dern, who is currently not ranked, or at the time was not ranked, got put at number 15.
No,
Again,
that stands for never really going to make weight.
and that's the big deal, is that how can she be offered or be put into the ranking system if she never even made the weight she's on the rankings for?
I don't know.
I'll tell you who.
Well, we know who.
We know who. Mr. Jeff Kane here of MMA Weekly thought that he would put her at number 10, even though she missed weight
Collusion.
twice, and push everybody else down, including Angela Hill.
Yeah.
So there's also two other people who put her at number like 15 or something like that, but the main one here is Jeff Kane.
Yeah, and Jeff
who decided
Kane,
to push
because of recent
everybody
moves
down.
at MMA Weekly,
Yeah, maybe that's why.
maybe he's going to move up.
Maybe he's going to move
This
up.
guy who just voted Angela Hill out and Fat Dern in.
It does not make sense. We've talked about this before. We've covered it multiple times, multiple shows. We've written articles about it. The UFC rankings are in a state of fucking just... There's no explanations. No explanations about what's going on. We will explain it the best we can.
It shouldn't even be called ranking.
Every single fucking show that I could find stuff like this to point out and call people out. I said it on Twitter. No one responded. They're just like, nope, I think I got blocked again. Like,
Here's our UFC numbers with names.
yeah.
There you go.
And speaking of
Here it is.
People
I'm
who do
glad. The
rankings.
story is close.
people who do rankings, Ariel Helwani is leaving his show and going to be going to ESPN to have a podcast with Chael Sonnen. This will be starting June 20th. It's going to be called Ariel and the Bad Guy. He says joining
Should say Areola and the Vag guy.
Ariel Helwani says that moving to ESPN is a dream come true. He says, as long as I
I'm
can remember,
hating. This
my
hater's
dream is to be
hating.
working at ESPN. I know the term dream come true gets overused, but that's truly what it is. Growing up in Montreal, we did not get ESPN unless I came down
You're making
to
good
watch
money
SportsCenter
for what
on
we
Loop.
do.
He's excited for him to start. So this will be a big move. What do you think of this?
I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Because you know what I mean? At least $500,000 a year to be on ESPN. You know what I mean? Both those guys.
Both those guys?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
Both.
Yeah,
No, but
so
good for them. I'm glad that we've moved into a market where people can start getting paid for covering the sport.
do you think his level of journalism goes up, or do you think it stays the same? He just brings what he brings now to ESPN.
Well, I still hate
He's
to
no
think
longer MMA fighting is going to be gone. MMA fighting's done. Well, not the website itself, but his show on MMA fighting.
I'm sure he'll have like a group of researchers and all that shit though. So everything's, you know what I mean?
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think he still gets called out like he's been getting called out on Twitter?
I think I actually think he's going to be able to break stories because Dana White can't be happy about this. Dana White don't like him, but he just signs this
But
deal with ESPN.
UFC's down with ESPN, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the news that I've been seeing a lot lately,
They're
going
going to pass each other. It's like Dana
is
Ariel.
Brett
Newman.
Akimoto, who also works for ESPN, has been breaking a lot of stories. There's a lot of inside information. It seems like now maybe it goes to Ariel. I don't know. I'm interested to see the format between Ariel and Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen's podcast is entertaining. It's hard to tell where Chael is telling a story that's true and telling a story that's fabricated or telling a story that's just maybe embellished. And what inside information he actually has to what he just thinks he has in his head.
Right. Well, it could be a if you want to go conspiracy too. They just bought the two people that tell us everything to shut their mouths.
Do you think that's what ends up happening?
Well, think like you said, we get a lot of breaking stuff from Chael, and we're like, nah, that can't be real. And then it's like
Partially real.
yeah. And same thing with Ariel. Ariel's like, okay, I don't know this for fact, but this, and this is happening. And so now, really, I mean, right? They both leaked a lot of news.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah. So I mean, good for Ariel making it to ESPN. We'll get
Yeah.
there eventually.
Probably not.
Probably not. Brian Stann has
Probably
decided
not.
to join the PFL, sort of. He is going to be a fighter and competition rules committee member.
What exactly do you do here?
I don't know.
What would you say it is that you do here?
I don't know what Brian said. Under Brian Stann's leadership, the committee will play an important role in Fighters First League, making recommendations to the respective competition format with fighter care, athlete conduct, and rules. I still don't know what you're going to be doing, Brian, but good for you. I miss you as a commentator for the UFC. He was probably one of the best, and we talked about this a while back. I mean, he hasn't been doing that now for a little while. He went on and he was working for a veterans group where he was basically getting veterans homes and helping in their financial.
He gets to be part of. He gets to be part of the promotion.
But back to
working from
MMA,
an
which is
office.
very cool. I'm still I feel like they're giving him the Chuck Liddell job, like it's a job with a title. Come in and help, maybe.
Okay.
You think it's gonna be a real job?
Yeah, I think that. I think Madden put it out that they're actually their office is more known now than their fighters.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I did see an advertisement yesterday on TV.
Okay.
It was on NBC SN. I was watching hockey. and
Maybe
the,
someday.
the playoffs, and they put up like 3 posters real quick, and they're like, "We're gonna be having fights," and then it was like some random dude was like, "Ah!" in front of the camera, and then there's another random dude who was like, "Ah!" and I'm like, "Okay, we got fighters screaming at the TV. I don't know what's gonna happen," and then it was like PFL starting in June.
They're possibly fighting in June.
Were they fucking giant chickens?
It was good though. It was good to watch.
When you put this up, I read it as Badger versus King Mo. 'cause it's
Badger versus King Mo,
fucking awesome.
which I lost our thing.
Oh,
We got Bellator happened last weekend.
199.
Yeah, did you watch?
Yep.
I watched. I was pretty entertained by it. We had your main card, Adam Piccolotti gets the win over Carrington Banks.
Quickly.
Submission, yeah. Well, 3 rounds. Rear naked choke.
Oh, for some reason I remember it being. I don't know.
I don't know which one.
Early on.
Czech
Early on.
Congo gets the win over Yavi Ayaya. Knockout in the first round. Aaron Pico gets the win. TKO body punch and punches over Lee Morrison. And then John Fitch WrestleFucks Paul Daly for a unanimous decision. Paul Daly says he probably has 1 fight left in him, and then he wants to retire. I feel bad for him, man, because nobody wants to stand with Paul Daly. I'd like to see him in some kickboxing or boxing,
Right.
and maybe that's where he goes.
I don't know. I really don't think fighting's in his book anymore.
No, you think
No.
he's just
Go be a coach, man. People will want to learn from you.
He's got heavy hands for sure.
Yeah.
And then your heavyweight Grand Prix, Ryan Bader defeats King Mo 15 seconds round 1. Hits him with a sneaky, sneaky left hand and just, oh my goodness.
What's funny is how King Mo talks shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he bad. And it's one thing to talk smack or whatever through the week, but to talk like he has, because he tries to get real gangster.
Yeah.
And then you lose in 15 seconds.
Where does King Mo go from here?
Literally, it took you longer to walk into the ring. No,
to the
literally.
cage?
From the time that the medic tapped him on the shoulder, told him to go in, that took longer from there to get in the ring because he had to wait for someone to open the door,
Yep.
do his little thing. That was longer than the time that they were like, fight.
Where does King Mo go from here?
I really don't care. I don't care for him as a fighter anymore.
I mean, does he stay with Bellator?
I really don't care.
Hey, I feel like he's not been doing well.
How often do you hear me say that about a fighter? I don't care.
He has lost. He's split a few of his fights. So he lost to Phil Davis, won against Aishi, lost to Crow Cop, won against Jackson. Rampage, lost to Bader. I don't know.
Yeah.
So now in your finals, you have Chael Sonnen, Matt Meathead Mitrione, Fedor, and Ryan Bader. 2 light heavyweights and 2 heavyweights competing in the heavyweight tournament. I'm pretty sure you did the same thing. I called Bader. I think Joey called Bader. I think you called Bader, right, to win
don't
the
know.
whole thing?
We'll have
Or
to
did you
go-
say alternate? Somebody said alternate.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and listen.
But, yeah, it's...
Because my mindset has definitely changed after watching fights and watching who comes
we were
in.
talking, though,
I think
before watching any fights, just right off the bat, who we picking, I thought most of us picked Bader.
Yeah, but I also think we all picked Mir going a little bit further.
Yeah, for sure. But we were thinking Bader would win the whole thing.
See, that's
Or an
why.
alternate.
Yeah, there's a couple people I thought would be further in it at this point. So, I don't remember where I eventually got to. Should have wrote that down.
UFC 224 happened over the weekend as well from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Great card. All the way from Fight Pass.
All the way from Fight Pass, yeah.
Wow.
Marcus
12,
Perez.
12 finishes out of 14 fights? No?
Only 2 decisions.
Yeah.
Only 2 decisions. So you have Marcus Perez over James Boknovic. You have Ramazan Imaev over Alberto Mina. Jack Hermanerson over Talos Laites. Warley Alves over Sultan Aliv. Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos over Sean Strickland. Davi Ramos over Nick Hine. Aleski Olink over Junior Albini. Cesar Ferreira over
Baby
Carl.
Albini looked weird because he didn't have the diaper on.
Yeah. But, dude, that fucking Ezekiel choke was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he just, like, goes up and hugs him. He's like, hey, you're going to go to sleep now, okay? And just, like, sets him down.
Yeah, he's like, what do you do? What do you do?
No, and then he's like, no, I'm going to trip you. Oh, that didn't work. I'm choked.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, I still don't understand how the Ezekiel choke works, and I don't want to see it on me.
And that makes
but
me
I'd like to see
happy.
it up close.
I like to see the, hey, I tapped.
Yeah.
And then the, hey, I tapped. Hey, the panic.
I said fucking tap.
That's what I like. That's a finish.
Lyoto Machida opens up your main card and basically goes back in fucking time to become Anderson Silva and front kick Vitor Belfort in the face
Yeah.
with a knockout
And
round
Steven,
2.
hey,
1
right
minute.
after that, Steven Seagal was seen walking out the back door because he told him,
Yeah, he went,
throw that kick.
throw the kick.
Throw that kick.
I like Lyoto Machida also looking over him like he was a child who wasn't like picking up his toys like, motherfucker, I just knocked you the fuck out. You need to get the fuck up. And then bowed to him. Poor Vitor, man.
Yeah.
Michael
I don't
Bisping's
know.
really happy. He was tweeting and talking about how he's happy that Vitor lost because he feels Vitor is a cheater, of course.
Kind of seen it coming, I think.
John Linkler over Brian Keller knockout in the 3rd round. Mackenzie Dern at 123 pounds defeated Amanda Cooper with a rear naked choke in the first round.
I expected a lot more out of Cooper.
Yeah, I thought ABC would do a lot more, especially with her hands.
Yeah. But once it went to the ground, you knew what was going to
it was
happen.
like, oh, goddamn.
Like, oh no, the boa will eat her.
Kevin Gastelum gets a split decision over Jacare Souza. Happy with the decision?
Oh, yeah.
Warranted?
Yeah.
Even though it's split, did you see any controversy at all? Or maybe you could have went any other way? Or you think
No, I was Gastelum.
you just Gastelum? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Nunes takes out Raquel Pennington. TKO punches in the 5th round at the end. Well, first
Amanda
of all,
tapped.
Wait. First of all, let's look at
Me and Overeem believe that Amanda tapped.
Amanda Nunes. I don't understand why she cut the face off of her lion mask.
If I only had a brain.
I wonder if the UFC told her that she couldn't wear the mask anymore, like she had to show her face because she's the champ or something like that. She looked like a weird Muppet.
Put him up even.
Like one of those things. I feel like she looks like Secret of the Nim or maybe something from Dark Crystal. I don't know what the fuck. Why? Anyway, coming this, yeah, she looks like Halfling for sure. Like, coming this week to Cass. I was very confused.
Is it really so fancy?
Yeah, cutting the mask off. And then Raquel Pennington, man, she went to her corner at the end of the 4th and said, I'm done. I won out. I have nothing left. Her leg was very, very injured. I think that was like the 2nd round. She basically.
I might be out on the Tisha Pennington thing. She's got hammer toe. I'm out, people. I'm officially out.
Only halfway out or fully out?
No, I'm out. We're gone.
Maybe it landed like
See me rolling.
Maybe it landed like that after she got knocked out. Maybe
Whatever.
normally it's okay.
I don't know.
But she basically went there and said, I'm done, that she wants out. She can't do it. She like said her leg was pretty messed up. She got kicked in it. That was the leg that she got in a bad car accident with. She was kicked in it multiple times where she looked like she was trouble walking. Her nose was definitely visibly broken. And she went back at the end of the 4th round and said, I'm done. I want out. I have nothing left. And her corner tells her, no, you need to change your mindset. Doesn't give her any advice to like check kicks, throw a bit different punches, just change the angle. No, it's just change your mindset. Get back in there. The clap comes, they got to get back. She goes in there and she gets taken out with a TKO.
Because her face was already broken.
It was broken. Now
It was like a squeeze box.
Tisa and her coaches, as well as Raquel, have come out and said
horrible.
it was the right move, that it was just a mental battle, not a physical battle. I would never forgive myself if I didn't go out. They know what they need to do to push me, and that's why I have them as my coaches. She's basically happy that they allowed her to go back out. It was very controversial. A lot of people on Twitter, a lot of other fighters are saying, dude, if you're done, just be done. Why suffer more damage? But
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, don't be mad at the coach. The coach is there sometimes to push you further than you need to go.
so Amanda Nunes. Where does Amanda Nunes go from here? Do you think we're going to see that fight eventually with Cyborg?
I don't know. I think they're still going to try to find. They got to find somebody to fight Cyborg, and they got to find somebody to fight her now. It's really hard in this women's division. That's
like
what,
top, and
that's
then you
what
got
Dana
like a
said.
lot, and then like a.
Yeah, it's really bad if it's going to work out like Dana said, where he's like, I'm going to be heavy from 115 to 125.
Yeah.
And he goes, and I'm not going to have anybody below, and I'm not going to have anybody above, and you guys are going to be mad that we don't have top competition. And they're like, no, we want women fighting. So like, he's probably going, okay,
There we go.
here we go.
And then going down this weekend, we have UFC on Fight Night. UFC Fight Night 129 coming out of Chile.
Chile, I love Chile.
Right, coming out of Santiago, Chile. This is Maia
Santiago.
versus Usman.
That's whale's penis.
Starting on Fight Pass, Claudio Puelles against Felipe Silva, Henry Briones against Frankie Senes, Enrique Barzola against Brandon Davis. Going on to Fox Sports 2, Gabriel Benitez against Humberto Bandernay.
I'm with Humberto, man. I'll just dig the name.
Polina Botello against Siriu Konda.
Like when you're betting horses.
Kondo,
Humberto.
Brandon Moreno against Alexander Pantoja, Zach Cummings against Michael Prazeres. Moving on to Fox Sports 1 and your main card, Vincent Luke against Chad Laprise, Veronica Macedo against Andrea Lee, Diego Rivas against Guido Canetti, Jared Cannonier against Dominic Reyes, Alexa Grasso against Tatiana Serrez, and your main event, Damian Maia against Kamaru Usman. Anybody you're looking out for or excited to watch?
I'm hoping for Usman, but it's probably going to be Maya.
All right.
Other than that, I don't got a dog in a fight.
Nobody.
Grasso maybe, but still,
All right.
I could go either way on that.
And that is it.
Get a shirt.
Buy a shirt just like Ashley. Maybe you'll look as good as Ashley, because obviously you won't look as good as us in
UFC
these.
Chile that's going on tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah. Fox Sports 1 and 2. Like, again, prelims on Fox Sports 2.
And maybe on the
that
ESPN Ocho.
possibly on the ESPN app. I don't think that starts yet. Go to shirtschool.com/STMMA. Pick up a shirt. You can get our Pride Style shirt, our Fight Night Chill, and then, of course, our old school original logo shirt. And, yeah.
Yeah, we're coming out of SynCal
Studios.
Yeah, SynCal Studios, SynCal Industries. Come down, get a tattoo, get a piercing. Right next door, get yourself a nice vape pen or a glass pipe.
Yeah.
Might want to grab one of those.
Got a little bit
you
of
know?
both going on. They
That's
got
right.
T-shirts, vinyl stickers, all kinds of stuff down there, man.
Yeah, and while you're doing your business, get a hold of Dependable Solutions, and they can help you with your credit card business. Even if you do stuff, I believe, online, right?
I think so, yeah.
They can set up, a lot of people go through PayPal, but,
Go through them.
Yeah, go through them. Or if you want to work on your balance, get yourself Strongboard Balance at strongboardbalance.com.
Doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good?
Feel like I'm all right.
Yeah?
A little bit of energy.
You're taking it to the next level with your Strongboard?
Yeah.
Two Strongboards.
Eventually, we got to get the
Two
extra angle. I
Strongboards.
want a separate angle that just watches me on Strongboard.
Nobody wants to see your feet, dude. Wah, wah, wah.
Especially if you have hammer toe up here.
I don't have hammer toe. Dennis likes my feet.
I do not like hobbit feet. Not at all.
They are hurt.
All right.
Have a good night.
No Joey, so
Yeah,
for
have a
me
good
and
night.
Brandon,
We'll
have a
see
good
you at the fights.
later.